Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Rex Talk, the podcast of Rexmon Productions. So this is more or less a full week since my shoulder surgery. So this is just a little update on how things have been going. Well, let's see. My sleep schedule's been kind of up and down and all around because, post-surgery and medication, your body wants to sleep more, and being down an arm, your body's, I guess, a little more tired, especially because you're sort of kind of carrying dead weight. So there's that. The first day of my surgery was pretty crazy because due to the nerve blockers and all that other stuff, I could not feel nor move my right hand. And it was so warm to the touch, and yeah. So those first 2 days, because like the very next morning, I was able to move my fingers and stuff, and slowly but surely regain the motions and feelings in my right hand. So there's that. Um, then, if you've never experienced major surgeries and had to have nerve blockers, I could not go take a number two for 3 whole days. That was both bizarre and very scary because I don't think I've ever experienced something like that before either. So, yeah. I'm very grateful to my mother and to my sister and my brother's girlfriend who have really been helping with stuff like as simple as just making me a sandwich so I could have some lunch. Yeah. So it's been an experience. It's been a roller coaster. I've been for the most part just practicing like squeezy balls, hand stretch exercises to help my grip. I've been trying to learn and micromanage with being able to do things with one arm, but and having somewhat one and a half hands, as I'd like to call it, because yeah, like being able to like use your hand but not entirely use your hand, it's kind of a tricky ordeal, especially with taking showers because it's kind of sort of easy and also difficult to take a shower when you can't really move your one of your arms, so washing your body's a little kind of tricky. So there's also that. I can brush my teeth pretty proper, so at least oral hygiene's not a struggle. Um, but yeah, I've been, for the most part, just sitting around, catching up on a bunch of YouTube videos and stuff that I've been meaning to watch. I think these next coming days I'll probably catch up on an old Netflix series or two that I haven't watched in a long time. And I've also been starting to make new content on my YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out my Poke Legends Arceus, please do check that out. I've also got some new subscribers. I forget how to say their names. They've been watching so far every episode that I've posted. I'll actually look up their names right now, actually. Uh, Oh yeah. Shades Re and Blood Heist 1389. So hey, if they watch this podcast, once again, hey, thanks for subscribing and thanks for watching my content because it really means a lot. Um, I am probably going to do a live stream for Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't know yet though. Um, I'm probably later this weekend, probably gonna try and make a new episode of Capsule Monsters, um, or Monster Capsule, sorry, that's a different game. Monster Capsules. because because of the surgery, I was taking a break from that, and then I was just trying, something new while I was getting motion back into my hand with Pokemon Legends. So, if I had to say, I would probably do like episode 8 of Poke Legends, then I would take a few days off from Poke Legends to do an episode or two of Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster Capsules. Um, but yeah, it has been an experience. My next appointment with my doctor is Wednesday, the 18th, I do believe. And hopefully, I will start physical therapy the following day or Friday, and hopefully be able to, at the very least, move my arms somewhat again before the end of February. And hopefully by mid March, I'll be able to dip my feet in the sand of the work field again. I don't really know what kind of job I'll be doing officially yet because, fresh from surgery, so maybe like a small part-time job that I can shift into full-time. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to go back to the gym come April, which is my ultimate goal. And hopefully I'll be able to drive my own car again somewhere during March because yeah, that's something I haven't been able to do all week since my surgery last Tuesday, the 3rd. So there is that. There is that. I talked to some people, like my friends and family that I haven't really visited yet because of the surgery, but yeah, yeah. But all in all, there's not really much to say, but thanks to my meds and my resting, I'm not really per se in pain, except for maybe the occasional cramps or just midday whatever. So that's what the naps, I guess, are for, is just sleeping off the aches and pains, I guess. But yeah, that is the ultimate story, and hopefully when I can save up some money, I'll get my hands on the new Digimon Time Stranger game because I've been watching one of my YouTubers play that game, and it's really awesome, and I really want to play it because I love Digimon. Um, yeah, conversation. But all in all, I guess that's really the only thing that there is to say now. Yeah, podcasting's kind of tricky because like you see so many podcasts out there and they're like doing their chats and their statements for anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 hours and I'm like I can barely put in a proper 10 or 15 minutes on my podcasts. But yeah, yeah. I've actually, believe it or not, put in actually job applications on the week before my surgery, and unfortunately, I've not been getting callbacks or interviews. I had a few interviews in January before my surgery, but those didn't really work out, unfortunately. And yeah, yeah. I'm also really glad that we didn't dodge the snow, but we dodged a second freeze, which was great because thankfully the bad weather came before my surgery, and I'm all like, I'm really hoping it doesn't snow again before my surgery, and thankfully it did not. Yeah. Yeah. And there's a lot of people who when they have who say they've had different kind of surgeries and they say I wonder how long it'll take for the anesthesia to kick in, which is, the first thing the doctors do. They make you breathe the anesthesia and count from like 100 to 1 backwards to make you pass out. I passed out almost immediately when they put on the anesthesia mask because on the day of my surgery, I had to wake up at like 5 a.m. to beat the traffic rush to be at the hospital at 6:30 for check-in and all that stuff, because that's when they wanted me in the hospital for surgery. And yeah, but all in all, that's honestly all I can really truly say about how life's been and since surgery. And again, here's hoping that next week will be physical therapy, and by the end of the month, I'll be able to move my arm proper. So, to all my watchers, my subscribers, new and old, thank you for watching. It means a lot. I hope you're all in good health, and I hope you stay tuned for more content because that is on the way. Thank you for listening. I'm Rexmon of Rexmon Productions. Stay tuned for more.